And it is late. I do not usually record this late. And we just had an extra length episode. So, welcome to Europe. Let's see if we're in some northern parts of Europe where it snows, maybe, I don't know. But, alright. Let's see what this entails. And try to not take too long with it. Ooh, snowy things. Very nice. Kind of a vague name for a location there, but okay. Yeah, just a bunch of different places in Europe, basically. Western, at least. Alright, now what? We usually start with freestyle. I've had enough races for today. I think I'll go for that again. Probably won't be too bad of an experience here. Sometimes freestyle gives us problems, sometimes not. This is an arena type of freestyle area, so it's possible this one will be another that gives us issue, because this one could be a little claustrophobic. I've had an easier time with the ones where you can really have a nice big, you know, line you can draw, you can run. But alright, here we are in Spain. And we can preload properly, amazing. Something. And the game is so generous about you landing stunts in this compared to before. Compared to the predecessor, it's really weird to experience. Yeah. Just wondering if I could kind of turn while doing the endo. It might be possible, but I did not pull it off at all. Oh, you absolutely can turn it there while doing that. Oh, that's really good. This is pretty good. Yeah, okay, the one cut. I had a feeling that one call would be enough. Just wasn't sure how much I should really attempt fate at that point. Nope. I guess something like that would happen. Alright. Looks like we're all out of skill here. Yeah, be able to turn around while doing that, oh, it doesn't cash in the last combo, does it? I don't think it does. That's really annoying. But, yeah, there you go. Works pretty well. Could have gone in some more money, but I don't complain. Very nice. That sounds just sounding like do a race or something. It's annoying. Oh, what's that mean? Very nice animation, but what's that mean? You can't just say that. Okay, this game works in mysterious ways. Maybe I'd like to do a race. If I have to do another race, because everything else is races. Yeah, straight, sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Also, sorry if you end up hearing a little message tone at some point or another. Things are late enough that things are happening that are normally things that I avoid by not recording things right now. Okay, I was saying buggy stuff. Yeah, that's fair. Dirk, look at this fool. You can't make this guy the big villain if he's doing stuff like that. Okay, anyways. Okay, circuit time. It's not a sand day. a dirt day. Is that the right vehicle? You don't need to save guys, I didn't do anything. Yeah, keep sucking me one bike. Bike, you know, vehicle, generally speaking. Wait a minute. Hold up. I should just use the garage vehicle menu. Hold on now. Have I been using the wrong... Have I been upgrading the wrong buggy? Or did I just never bother upgrading any of this stuff on it? Did I only ever upgrade the one thing on it? Have I been upgrading the wrong... Did I upgrade this buggy? No, I didn't upgrade anyone. Okay, I really just kind of not put much effort into the buggy, apparently. Okay, this is the buggy I want. I probably should actually upgrade this thing at some point. It's kind of falling behind everything else. Also, if these things look different for each different vehicle types, I actually do need to load all these images. Well, most of these I think are repeated. Okay, well shoot. The biggest thing for the money is probably this. That's 50 for 10k. And actually, that's about 50 for 10k. That's 25 for 6k. Not as efficient. And it's almost 10k for a lot less. Or, you know what I mean. Anyways. Yeah, let's at least get to this. That's enough spending for today, I think. We do need to upgrade our buggies in addition to everything else, of course. Okay, at the very least, when we're doing all these upgrades, these are upgrades that we'll be able to continue to apply to anything else we use in the future, assuming we're ever allowed to use another vehicle. I mean, we need to load them and whatnot at least, so we probably want to buy them for that reason. Oh, okay. Hello, same song. It's always really jarring to me switching to the buggies after the other stuff. It's just that the buggies just control so differently. They're so touchy and everything. They feel so light compared to the trucks. It's crazy. I figured what was going to happen there was I was going to end up turning perpendicular to the wall after hitting it. I think that did not happen. This isn't exactly optimal steering in my opinion, but oh boy. One way or another. It is a lot more brown than I remember in this game. Like I said, I haven't beaten it, but what pictures on what I've seen. But yeah, I didn't really take any effort to break ahead, I have to say. What do you guys think? Also, the suspension on the buggies is so soft. Jeez, cannot turn though. Yeah, but poorly. Alright. Let me get back ahead, guys. One's over. Yeah, with how much easier it is to steer and whatnot, it's just like, okay, just take a good racing line. It feels like that's kind of the whole thing's over. I need to not do that. That's a bad racing line. Dude, go away. What a weird sort of race, though, where you spend like half of it outside of the stadium. Is that a thing anyone's actually done? I mean, what an exciting experience it must be for the people that paid to be here. And I guess that was the case for, well, that one truck course, too, where I... Was it truck or buggy, whichever it was, where I kept flying off the last turn. That was also partly indoors, partly outdoors. The rivals continue to not really be in first. Yeah, rough landing, but that was intentional. I was trying to land sideways like that. My takeoff that left me oriented that way was exactly what I was trying to do. Actually surprised it went as well as it did. But it really can be good to... not that you want to slide a bunch and lose all your speed, but it really can be good to land sideways into a turn. If the alternative is, you know, having to... The speed that you manage to maintain and flying into the turn and then stopping really efficiently with a nice perpendicular slide can feel worthwhile sometimes. Good racing line. Yeah, after all that talk about how easy this was at first, we do need to actually come first, so... My engine perhaps being a bit weak compared to my opponents, with how I've apparently just not been upgrading this thing. Could also be a problem. Not my fault. If like I have no control over how I rotate forwards or backwards. I assume no responsibility for that. So what a cloudy day. Can I at least have a nice looking day? For this race to take place on? Like it's kind of a weird representation of the country. I think of Southern Europe as like being really sunny and warm. Now maybe we ought to actually... I tend not to take the buggy as seriously because of how light it is compared to the heavier, much more unruly truck where you really have to think about every single turn so much. But I probably should be respecting this machine a bit more. So let's actually start taking this a little bit more seriously. What was that? Let's also just hope we don't flip forwards this time either. Yeah, it means not holding the gas down the entire time. I take advantage of the big fast straightaways and whatnot, of course, but... do actually need to pass here. These are turns you can't just run into max speed and try to pass on that way. See? Slow and steady on the insides of the turns. That's how you pass. Also, don't somehow fly way into the wall on this part. I guess this is kind of a hard turn here, isn't it? Yeah, somehow the first couple of laps I did not give me the impression that was a hard turn I had to be careful about, but in reality, I guess it is. Yeah, it can feel counterintuitive sometimes not just going fast when you're trying to beat your opponents. Like, On some of these harder courses, the reality can end up being that the way to actually go through a course efficiently and you know, beat your opponents. There you go. I'm surprised I don't mess up that little stunt I do at the end there every single time. But you spend a lot of your time not actually holding gas. You're actually just regulating your speed, saying, okay, slow down a bit. It's just how it works. Oh, I meant to look at the unlocks there, but I probably just unlocked the course. Since no one told me about sponsorships. Okay, well, one episode aside, that was a fairly, I think, smooth set of 5 episodes here. So, next time we'll get started on the remaining 4 races here, all of which are going to be light vehicles, with the exception of one. And we'll see how many more hashes we can get. We're only like a third of the way there, so. But we're probably a little closer now since we just did something in Europe. We'll have South America and see if there are any other courses after that. Also, yeah, some of these courses are actually up in Northern Europe. Very nice. Cool. Those are probably the snowy ones up in Scandinavia. Anyhow, alright, I'll see everyone then. Bye.